Hello everyone. Today we're going to redo Ghosts and Goblins, a game infamously known for its hard difficulty and unfair challenges that will await us. There are only 6 stages in this game, but with that being said, these 6 stages will be very difficult once we get further in. The first difficulty curve is literally in the the third level, well, the second level in the second half because of how it's set up. Right now, we're waiting for a certain item to show up for us to get a better weapon. Now, the reason why this game is so hard is not only due to the fact that you can only take 2 hits. You can literally only take 2 hits. Not only that, but there will be some enemies that we'll be seeing later in this level that are very much hard to get by because of how they are. But if you know how to get through them, then you'll be fine whenever you tackle them. I love how my luck is trash right now. There it is. The reason why we want this is due to the fact that you can throw 3 of these at once instead of 2 at a time. I'm gonna say instead of the javelin, which only lets you throw 2 at a time and it can go fast. You gotta get a right rhythm for it too, because if you don't, maybe losing some credibility with doing this knife. Now, this enemy right here is the reason why it's pretty hard to tackle through this game. The enemy takes 4 hits, and the majority of the time that you see it, you won't be able to actually hit it. So, what I advise you do whenever you see that enemy, do your best to wait till he lowers himself and starts doing this little jig. He does a little dance after a certain amount of time. Once he starts dancing, that's when you should start throwing projectiles at him. Till then, just let him do his own thing. Sometimes if you're lucky, you may be able to get 2 on him, and you'll basically take 2 of his health. Now, there are certain points in levels where you get a armor, but if you already have the armor, you do not get another set of armor. We just passed that area that will give you another set of armor if you didn't have one, but we already have it. Anyway, we are not the boss. He takes 8 hits to basically defeat. So just defeat it real quick. And now we're in the next level. Look at the timer still go down even though we're done with the level. And as long as you hold down, the game won't actually advance. As soon as I let go down, the game will advance, and we are in level 2. Now, the reason why I say level 2 takes so long is because of these enemies that you will see whenever we get to the midway point of level 2. But right here, this can be tackled easily. Just keep jumping and running. You don't even have to slow down, just keep going. Take a little leap of faith here and then run to the end of that platform. Thing is, the first checkpoint we get, the only checkpoint in this level is right here. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to make it to the end. Those enemies right there that comes through from that house, that I pressed the jump button there. Anyway, the enemies that come from that house, they have a chance to drop any weapon or points. So if you don't have a certain weapon you want, you can literally wait until they show up and they'll get you possibly give you one. These enemies right here are the reason why it'll take you a while until you get through this level. They take 10 hits to take out. Not only that, but they're on both sides, so I would advise taking care of them early. Now that bird right there, it comes from opposite sides, and that will pretty much throw you off whenever you're throwing your projectiles. So get rid of that bird as soon as it gets on the screen. Well, I guess we're going to do the rest of this level without actually getting any armor. The armor is actually on the top row. Can't get it because if I go up there, we'll pretty much lose due to time. They give you barely enough time to get through this level. I mean, barely enough time. Can't just dilly-dally here. But what I did do is there's an item in that spot where the houses are. Well, I didn't go to continue. I gotta do all of this. Be right back. Now I just wanted to show you where the armor is in this first level if you don't have one. See, at a certain spot, you gotta jump a certain spot, and it'll show up. I don't know exactly what spot I need to jump, but in that area, that's where the armor's supposed to be. Anyway, I'll see y'all in level 2. Alright, we're back. Now, as I was saying, there is an item in this town area where you can actually get a little bit more time if you grab it. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I know it exists. So at least I know that. But even without it, you can still make it to the end. Now the boss here is 2 bosses. It's basically 2 of the same bosses you just faced in the first level. Just 2 of them. So you have to hit them 16 times. So they both take 8 hits. Nothing I could have did there. I got lucky where he didn't actually run towards me. Now, level 3. Level 3 is the level which will cause us the most issues. Because for some reason, excuse me, some game developer thought it was a fun idea for them to put all the enemies that makes this game way difficult into this level mostly. Anyway. I'm not worried about this area. This area is easy. It's just the next area we have to worry about. Now once you get to this area, that's when we get a checkpoint. Now these enemies are plenty in this area. Since I was in the small curves, I couldn't actually take my time with that one. Now, if you want to tackle this a lot easier, just wait till it actually shows up. And stay right here, because it can't hit you as long as you're right there. There's gonna be a ghost that tries to pop up, just avoid it. That's not how I usually tackle this guy, but okay. That's why I said it ain't usually how I tackle him. I usually don't get hit there. Alright, let's make sure I don't press the wrong one. Let me make sure I don't accidentally have to do all the game all over again. Alright. There's like 4 or 5 of them you have to tackle. Okay. But yeah, there's like 4 or 5 of them you have to tackle before you even get to the boss. So that's gonna be fun. Okay. Now, there is a glitch you can do, which involves putting half of him on the screen. But I missed the timing for it. Now, what I advise you do is climb this ladder. No, it's not this ladder, it's the next ladder. Dang it. There's gonna be a hidden one that's gonna show up right here. As I said, it's the next ladder, not this one. That's my fault. Alright, continuing on. Now this area, as I said, those enemies are going to be the reason why you will be spending most of your time here. Yeah, sometimes I can... If I would have jumped over that platform, I think I would have triggered the glitch anyway. Ow. There is a armor I could get. And to get to that armor, what you do is you have to hug this. You have to jump there and hug that. There's going to be two enemies that show up. And I knew exactly what was going to happen as soon as they showed up, too. And if we would have dodged it, guess what? We would have won. I love that. Alright. Coming on, making sure we can get this done. Nope, that ain't how it should be done. Okay, I'll take that. Alright, slowly but methodically get up there. But yeah, if you touch that first ladder that we touched, our first attempt getting to that point, there's a hidden one that just shows up. So, I'm on the second ladder, not the first. Get your armor to appear, and then we can take another hit. Now, the reason why I say you have to tag like 3 or 4 of them, because this one you can just skip because you're gonna jump over him. You don't have to worry about him, just jump. You'll be traveling so fast he can't catch up to you. Then this is the last one. Lose your armor now, well, we won't have the extra hit. But we'll be basically done with all the enemies, and now we have to face the boss. The boss is a dragon, who sometimes shoots out a projectile. It doesn't look like a dragon, but it is a dragon. How I not get hit, I don't know. How am I dodging him, I don't know, but I won, and okay, we're in level 4. I was not expecting to win. Alright, level 4. There are a lot less of those red flying guys in this level compared to that third level. There's only like 1 or 2 you have to tackle. And there's an extra life if you want it. But lives don't really matter in this game, because your infinite continues. That's the first one you tackle. There is a checkpoint on this bridge. I don't know where it's at, but there's a checkpoint on this bridge. And come on. Come on. How did that hit me? It has to have a hitbox. There is no way The sad part, every time you get a game over, you have to manually go to continue. Alright. Can we do this without taking a hit now? Nope, can't. I don't know where the armor is in this level. I don't think you get it past this bridge, so... Well, time to deal with this guy again. Well, I guess I'm gonna do the glitch. Well, as you can see, all you have to do is hit him once and then walk far away and wait for it to despawn, and then boom, you can continue on. Anyway, this boss is basically the level 3's boss. It's the dragon again. See if I can get a lucky break like I did last time, because I got lucky. If I would have jumped there like I almost did, I would have lost. But anyway, we won. It's a miracle. Now, level 5 and 6. Level 5 and 6, there's no checkpoints. But a new weapon appears starting at level 5. And that weapon being the shield. The shield weapon is required to beat the game. So, with that being said, we won't get the shield here. We will get it in level 6. It's not required in level 5, it's required to start in level 6. Those things always throw those projectiles and they'll be like a little bit above you. And if you're wondering what that axe weapon do, it sucks. It sucks. That weapon sucks. The thing that sucks about this is also I have to wait for this guy to get out the way. Or I can just do this. I only hit him once at a time. He takes 10 hits. Doesn't help that the guy above him is gonna take a while to get rid of too. Because they love to be around that ladder. Alright. Stay away from the ladder and I can go up there. No. That's not the timing, gang. That is not the timing I was doing. Okay. To get these knives out the fastest way, this is how you do the timing. It's like a split-second tap like this. Like that. And for some reason, they were registering this. They thought I was tapping it fast. No, I was tapping it methodically, which is a lot faster actually. Just rapidly tapping it is not actually efficient. And of course I take a hit there. The good thing is we don't have to trigger any of those red guys. They can just stay right where they're at. We can ignore them and pretend they don't exist. Which you can always do that to every single one of them, but that's not the case. And this one was nice, it actually stayed away from us. Alright. Nope. Can't go up there. That's why I hate this spot. I love how that guy's throwing them things like a little bit far. Nope. I was like, nope, we're not beating him. Alright. I'll see you when we get to that part. Alright, we're back. It's literally the 10th after, and taking that hit doesn't matter. There's an armor as soon as we get past this platform. Who would think that ladders are the bane of our existence right now? Come on, go to the left. Don't go to the right. Go left. That's why I hate. That's the one thing I hate. They don't like to stay away from the ladder. And then we spawned one over there. I don't know if he's gonna spawn to the right. Oh, he did. I'm gonna take a hit. I think that was points because I didn't get a weapon. Now we have to tackle the boss for one hit. Those ghosts can still spawn right here, unfortunately, so they could literally get a cheap shot off of you if they want to. We don't want him to trigger yet. That boss is named Satan. You have to hit him 8 times. I tried to duck in time, but I didn't. I wasn't able to. Alright, we're back. I love how it's always the next attempt so far, and then this happens. There's nothing I could have did there. Now let's see if they want to spawn another ghost at the same. At least he didn't spawn right there. I like how I tried to give the axe weapon, which sucks. It really does suck. All it does is go in a downwards arc. And basically go through enemies that take multiple hits. So it really sucks. You can ignore him if you make it to the ladder. So, alright. Another attempt at the boss, but at least we get 2 hits this time. Do not trigger him. Go, go, go. Let him get triggered as soon as you're on the same plane. You have to hit him 8 times. Keep that in mind. That was the easiest I ever had. I like how I can just stay on this ladder and that time will never go down. Alright, we're on the final level. We have to get the shield now. Or else the game won't let us actually beat it. We have to face all the previous bosses we faced before. Now I will tell you this enemy right here is immune to the shield. The unicorn is immune to the shield. Yeah, that thing is a unicorn. Now this dragon is probably the easiest version of this boss fight you're gonna get. I don't have to grab the shield until I beat the level, so. There is a armor in this level, but I'm not grabbing it. What I'm gonna try to do is do the rest of this level as best I can without my armor. I'm gonna go to the left. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I love how that game triggers that and there ain't nothing to trigger it. Oh boy. That's probably my best level 6 I'm gonna get without armor. I don't have to grab that shield until basically after that armor, that red gargoyle enemy. Till then, it's gonna stay right there. Technically, you don't even have to defeat these bosses. You can just bypass them. That's what I usually do, but since I got the knife, I'm not gonna just bypass them. Alright. This time I actually have armor, so I can take another hit. Now imagine being crazy enough to take care of every single one of them things. Alright. That's the first time I seen him walk that far to the left. You're basically required to hit him the first time you actually are able to have a chance to attack him. If you don't, That's what happens. That was my best case scenario there. Because that goblin that walks back and forth usually don't stay to the left. It usually stays to the right. It doesn't like the left side for some reason. But the reason why this boss is so easy, you can just literally just do it the same. The movements I'm doing, you always take care of it without ever taking a hit. I'm talking about the dragon. Alright, you're gonna be nice and go to the right side, left side again. Wow. I'm dead. I was dead there. You gotta love level 6. It's going well. Having made it to the enemy that I need to make it past where I feel like I'll be okay once I grab that armor. Okay. Ooh, that projectile could have hit me, and if I would have jumped right there whenever that ghost showed up, that would have been horrible. But we're good. Okay. No, go left, go right, man. Oh, I counted 9, so I was okay. Alright, please, let me hit you twice. Okay, I got it twice. I'm okay. I got the shit. I still have a chance to get the armor. Now, to get the armor, all you have to do is literally jump on this wall. And it'll show up. That's how you get that armor. So, yeah, that's why I say just wait until you get to that point where you don't have to face none of these red enemies anymore. That's the last one we really have to face. The only issue now is because of that skeleton spawning itself, even though it's not supposed to be here. But that's not ideal. That's not ideal either. I don't think ghosts actually spawn anymore after that certain point. It's a good thing I didn't grab that shield yet. Good thing I didn't grab that shield. If I would have grabbed that shield, I would have lost the knife, and then I have to do this with the shield, and I do this level a lot differently if I have the shield. When I have the shield, I just brute force my way through this unicorn, because you can't kill it with a shield. The fact that he didn't bull rush us again. I literally have to do this, all of this with one hit. Every time. If I don't have the armor, and guess I don't have to do it this time. Alright. Are you gonna be nice, or are you gonna back up, or are you gonna bull rush? You're gonna be nice, okay. That's the thing with the unicorn. He's wishy-washy. He doesn't. Sometimes he doesn't rush. Sometimes he does. And if he rushes you, we basically take a hit. And we're done with this boss. Don't get hit by that projectile. Oh no. Usually he has the okay. I don't know how that thing be spawning in from nowhere, but it does. That was actually good. Now, I need this goblin to go far to the right. I don't know where that guy came from. He just came out of nowhere. They just glitched an enemy in. The game glitched an enemy in. Ain't that fun? I had everything perfectly lined up for me. Let's glitch an enemy in. Well, I failed already. Depending on how this unicorn treats me. Okay, you're giving me a chance, but it doesn't matter. I gotta do all of that again without getting hit. Because I refuse to grab that armor and then lose it again after going through this point. Alright. At that point, I kind of gave up. But as you can see, stage 6 is going to be the reason why you're going to be annoyed. The reason why they give you a javelin there is if you have the shield. If you have the shield, you can't defeat this unicorn, even though it's not mandatory to beat this unicorn. It is not, trust me. I've beaten this level without beating the unicorn, but I always beat the dragon, because dragon is easy. Now, this situation is easy. Because the fact that he spawns above you actually helps you. Because every time you face the dragon as a boss itself, it spawns on the same plane. See? The enemies, for some reason, it always spawns. I don't know why. It's like, I don't know why this thing spawns. Okay. Get the armor. The only thing I hate is the fact that he climbs ladders so slow. Let's see how this goes. Depends on how this goblin treats me. Dang it, gang. I love how I'm losing to an enemy that shouldn't even be there. The game glitches and say, oh. You think you're gonna be able to beat this? Oh, no. We only hit this guy once every time, but not this time, so probably have to do another cycle of this. Or not, okay. Of course, let's spawn in at the exact spot you're gonna be at when you're about to get further and ruin your whole entire attempt. Well, we're just playing for fun now. Come on. I would have been shocked if it didn't show up. I hit him 3 times. That's the funny part. I saw all 3 of those hits. I like, if I would have got one more hit, I still would have lost. But if I had an armor, I would have won that fight. But yes, you can use those ghosts to get a new weapon if you want to, but they take forever to get you a weapon. I should have ducked there, and I didn't. This will be next attempt. The next live will be the last attempt you see until we get to that point. I love how I didn't get hit there, even though I almost did. Alright, are you going to the left side completely? See, no matter what I do, that thing will just come in from the bottom and just spawn in. One and all hope you have, and How I not hit you once after that? He was one health away from dying, and he doesn't die. Okay, I'll be right back. Don't you just love it when it's the next attempt? This is literally the next attempt. I got everything I wanted to happen except for getting hit. Of course I fall. Which actually loses me some time, but I still have time, trust me, I have enough time. I just wish he climbed ladders faster. He doesn't, but all we need is this goblin to stay to the right, not to the left, go to the right. I said to the right, not the left. I need him to stay to the right side because I cannot climb this ladder unless he goes to the right. And he knows that, and that's why he's still staying around, because this skeleton that's not even supposed to be here is up here. Okay, well, we can finally see the boss, even though everybody knows who the boss is. I'm not gonna did there. But you saw that after I defeated that, it didn't lower the key didn't show up. There's another one of them that we have to beat. So yeah. But I don't know why that skeleton spawns, even though there's no skeleton up there to spawn, and he just let something spawn up there. Alright, just continue on, ignore that darn freaking ghost, continue on, destroy this skeleton. Let him decide if he wants to go left or right. If he goes to the left, I don't have to worry about that thing to the right. Okay. Sometimes he can off-screen himself. Not like it matters that skeleton that's not even supposed to be here is ruining the whole thing. What I should have did was wait for that goblin to go to the right, even though he did not. I mean, off-screen himself, right? Not no to the right to the point where I can attack him. No, to the right to the point where he can't just run towards you and throw his projectile. But it seems like every enemy has a projectile that is not basic enemies. Okay. Oh boy, we're in the same scenario like we always are. When I stop showing everything, boom. I get to the point where I'm at everywhere I'm... Alright, Goblin. Go to the right. You're at the right. Stay to the right. Stay over here. Stay over here, not over... I wish I knew when his AI decides to turn. Because it sure loves to go to the ladder. Time is not of the essence for me. Okay. Now, grab a shield. If I lose here, I'm stuck with the shield. Just want to point that out. If I lose here, I'm stuck with this. And the reason why it's a bad thing is shield has a short range. That ghost tried to take that ghost tried to take my armor away. I'm being careful right now. Alright, game. Do not trigger any enemies that's just gonna appear from nowhere. Thank you. Now, we have 2 hits to beat this boss. Spawn one at a time. There's 2 of them. Okay, that's one done. And now we're done. Okay. You can only hit him in the head. This room is an illusion and it is a trap devised by Satan. Go ahead dauntlessly. Make rapid progress. What that basically means is we have to play the game twice. But now we had that Ricky Deaky shield, and guess what? The shield can't defeat the boss at the end, so they weren't looking at that in hindsight. If you didn't know that you can get weapons from these guys, well, that's why they give you that fire weapon, just in case you didn't know about that. The only way you can get the knife is literally from enemies. It doesn't naturally spawn. So imagine not ever knowing about the knife because of the fact that it never spawns. Well, we can officially beat the boss. But the weapon sucks that we can use. The knife is the only weapon where you can shoot 3 at a time instead of 2. Javelin shoots too, but I think the dragons are immune to the javelin too. I think it's immune. I'm not sure. Sorry about that. I think it's immune. I know the unicorn's immune to the shield though. That's why they gave you that javelin in level 6. In case you got the shield. And you can't beat that boss even though it's not mandatory. Trust me, it's not mandatory. There's the knife. Now we continue on. Come on. Dang it. That's fine. We got the knife. That's what matters. It's funny how you go from these the end of the game, which is the harder levels, and then you go to this level and it's easy. Thing is, for some reason, whenever I get done with with beating the game for the first time, the second level is like dang near impossible for me. So that's gonna be fun. It's not right here then, it's further down. There is a armor in this level, but I think it's further down. Right past the checkpoint, if I am not mistaken. There's nothing I could have did there. Those enemies right there. I think they're only in this level. The only way you're gonna defeat them is literally from behind. By that point, you don't care about defeating them then. Yay. Where's the jump point? There's supposed to be a whatever. But yeah, this is the only level they show up, as far as I know. I don't know where the armor trigger is, but there is one. I shouldn't have jumped there, that's my fault. The sad part is, if you press that one player button there, guess what? I have to play the game another 2 more times. So, at this point, make sure you press the continue button. The good thing about this game is it's fair when it comes to this checkpoint and letting you continue where you were at with the checkpoint. But at the same time, having to play the game twice and do the same thing you did already, it's kind of counterintuitive, but it's arcade. It was based off an arcade game, so they had to make sure they did everything in their power to make it so you spend all the quarters you can. That's why the games were so difficult back then. Because they wanted you to spend as much quarters as you can so they can make so much money off of them. We're gonna beat this boss. He's not gonna run to us. Wasn't worried about that boss. Because he was doing the evasive strategy where he was staying back away from you. He was not going to go bull rush us, so I was not afraid of it actually doing anything. Alright, level 2. Can't wait to see if this one, since I already beat the game once, will it take me forever to beat level 2? For some reason. I don't know why, but it does. That happens. And that ain't where it starts. It starts whenever we get to this area where you have to defeat all these goblins and nope. Yep. Yeah, get used to attacking them quick. It doesn't help that these crows like to freaking come from either side of you. You don't know until it actually shows up. And it starts right here. Before you even get into the hotel. Or tower, rather. Once you get a feel for how you shoot these, don't ever lose it, because you're gonna need it for a later part of the game. You want to take care of that guy first, though. One to the right, because if you don't, you're gonna have a hard time getting past that ladder with it. Just make sure that the guy on the left side is not there. Because if he is, then oh wow, could have got hit there. Thankfully, it didn't let me get hit. Now that crow, or whatever that bird's supposed to be, it spawns in at the same plane that you currently are. I love how these platforms don't spawn in until you get close. Alright. We're nearing the end of this level, and I thought I missed it. I thought I was about to die from just under jumping. Jumping too early, I meant to say. I hate dealing with these platforms. Alright. Alright, you're gonna be nice unicorns and let me just take care of one of you at a time and not do them weird jumping and running tactics. For some reason, the first one loves to jump over you. That doesn't help me, though. It has a big wide open space, but if you don't hit them 8 times, guess what? You're dead. The first one loves to jump over you, and the second one usually stays away. But the first one just loves to like, oh, you about to get to level 3? No, you're not. For some reason, I can hit these goblins so fast. Come on. Yeah, that's how you want to throw these knives. In that kind of rhythm, and there was nothing I could have did there. If the crow would have spawned in on the same side as the goblin, I would have been fine. But it didn't, so. If that crow didn't show up, this level would be a lot easier. It's just that one little enemy that changes the whole dynamic of how you do it. But like I said, I advise you, get rid of these goblins on the right side, because these ladders are not favorable for you. Alright, crow, where are you gonna spawn in from? I know you're coming. Where are you at? I don't know how that crow barely missed me, but okay. They usually give them the hit, but not this time. What's funny is these goblins be barely missing you. They throw their projectile at you. Okay. Can we at least make it to the boss? We'll find out. I think the crows start spawning right around here. These platforms show up. I don't know how I dodged that, but okay. I think they start spawning right around here. Yep. I don't think it's gonna show up anymore. And as you can see, this Yashiki gives us more time. That's why I was telling you there's an item that gives us more time if we need it. But you can beat it without that. It helps though. It helps a lot. I didn't even know that thing can go any higher than that. Anyway. Alright, another attempt at the unicorn. You're gonna be nice or you're gonna be mean? Of course you're gonna be mean. But you don't hit me, so I don't care. We won. I like I was one hit away from beating him without taking that hit, but we're now in Red Gargoyle freaking Century here. There's probably like 7 of them in this level, but you only have to deal with 4, and one of them's hidden. You wouldn't know that unless you go climb that ladder like I did. I forgot you don't climb that ladder, you climb the next one. Nothing I could have did there. Changes. I love that. I gotta go through all of this for not. Can I at least get to the checkpoint? How about that? Now the reason why I recommend you climb that ladder. The reason why I recommend you climb the ladder is due to the fact that if you don't climb the ladder, well, let me show you what happens if you don't climb the ladder. You just saw what happens. You'll have a harder time tackling the enemies down there because they like to spawn down there more than they like to spawn up here. Not only that, but you gotta keep jumping over these them rocks. That's the only rock you gotta jump over in the top row. Let those zombies go by. Let me guess, this is the frog? No, it's not. Alright, now we got a checkpoint. I'm not worried about you right now. I'm worried about the one that's coming out after you. Alright, will I get the glitch or will I get to have to deal with you? Nope, I don't get the glitch. Sometimes you can outspeed him. When he does that dance, that means he sometimes stays down there and you can just literally take care of him right then and there. Alright, don't forget the armor you get right there, and the only issue is you have to deal with these things. And thankfully the game didn't register them as hitting me, so... and we don't have to worry about him. The last one we have to deal with is right past this one, because we jumped right past him. Let those projectiles go away. Usually you're gonna get hit by this guy anyway, so... Alright, dragon, can I do you damageless? Because every time you don't have your armor, you have to do this damageless. It's a lot different to face this dragon when you're actually it's a lot different to tackle the dragon when you have to spawn him from the right instead of spawning him from when you're to the left of him. See, when you're in level 6, if you run right past them, you're on the left side, which is a lot easier to actually attack them for some reason. You would think that they're coming from the thing is you come from the left on this game in this level too, but you're on the same plane. But he spawns above you, which makes it a lot easier if you're on the left side. I don't know if that's the same case if it was on the right side, but what I do know is I gotta hit him 3 more times. And as you saw, I basically got rid of him real quick as soon as he started doing that little dance. Alright, don't forget the armor. And whatever you do, do not freaking... do not lose the armor, but whatever. Well, now we're just playing for fun. Now if you hit him, it's a lot different. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. I am surprised I made it this far. I'm trying to get a free hit. That's what I'm trying to do. I haven't even hit the dragon once as far as I can tell. I think I won though. Yep. I am surprised I got done with level 2 that fast. I'm surprised about that. Because usually I'll be still stuck on that level right now. But I'm not. Which I am actually happy about. Now, will these cloud platforms be nice and not have me be stuck here doing these jumps? Yeah. Well, it's not ideal. My lives don't matter. The only reason why you want to be on this cloud platform is so you can jump back on top of the platform that's above it. This one. You can't reach it without it. You can stand on these, by the way. That doesn't look like it's a platform. It looks like it's in the background, but you can stand on it. I know it looks like the one on the bottom down there, but at the same time, it doesn't look like you can stand on this because it looks like it's somewhat part of the background because of the color scheme. Anyway. I'm gonna pretend you don't exist and get this free checkpoint. That's what I'm gonna do. Did I go far enough for the checkpoint? Did I go far enough for the checkpoint? Yes, I did. Alright. I was like, I am not gonna beat you, so I'm just gonna try to get the checkpoint, and I did get the checkpoint. That's all I need. Alright, next. Defeat this enemy. Can I not take a hit, though? These things are annoying. I hit him 3 times. Wow. I'm surprised it didn't count as him hitting me that last time. Oh, you can't hit him free. You can't get a freebie on this one. You can get a freebie on the first one, but not the second one. Okay. Oh boy, that was a perfectly timed fire. Yeah, that's supposed to be fire. Alright. Can I just get to that point where without taking a hit from these things? Please. Please. Stay away. Stay far away. Thank you. I hit him twice. And then I hit him a 4th time, but his projectile basically make it so I had to beat this boss again without taking a hit. Alright, let's do this. You want to take care of his links somewhat too, because those things can hit you too. And we won. Alright. Final stretch, level 5 and 6. Alright. I'm obviously going to play level 6 like I did last time and hope that it goes the way I want it to go. But level 5, These annoying things want to freaking take forever to darn get out your way. They don't stop spawning until you get to that second ladder. The ladder that takes you where the goblins are. They don't stop spawning until then. There's nothing I could have did there. I think that this game is turning 40 years old next year. I think it came out in 85 in the arcades, but I'm not sure. I know for a fact it came out in 86 on this system though. I like how it tried to get that last second hit on you. And that one, this darn ghost sure got it. But like I said, once you get past this ladder right here, they stop spawning. You ignore that enemy like it's the plague. Now the only thing you want this goblin to do is go to the left side, but he never is on his left side. As long as I don't press left, I'll be fine. Alright. No. Go to the right side. I hate when you don't comply. Okay, that could have went way worse than it could have. Okay, are you gonna give me the ghost at the yep, okay. This didn't spawn in the same spot I was just at. Let me guess, another one's gonna spawn where I'm right here. No? Good. Alright, we got the armor. The reason why you don't want to go on the right side is because there's nothing to go for. There's no reason to go to the right side until you get to that platform that gets you to the armor. The reason why I'm not jumping is because that goblin. Yeah, you see why I didn't want to jump. So when as I jumped, it was like it was saying, "Oh, he's gonna jump now." Okay. Boom. Yeah. Anyway. 8 hits and then we'll be in level 6. Can we get the 8 hits without taking a hit? Find out now. I'm surprised the swoop didn't hit me. Projectile, if I had a shield, I would have won there if I had a shield, because the shield takes care of that projectile, and I don't have a shield because, yeah, it's not just sitting out here and laying around. I literally have to hope a ghost drops one in this level, but the shield starts dropping in this level. And seeing as I don't want to see a ghost, why would I wait until a ghost shows up? I like how that's the only red guy in this whole entire level. Okay. You can be nice and go to the right side. Yes. I don't have to wait. We're on the same plane as the armor, so it doesn't matter to me. I'm surprised the game didn't actually let me get hit there. But if you already have armor, it obviously won't spawn in. Come on, go back to the left side. Really? I love how even if you're on that platform, it doesn't let you actually get on the platform. It still counts as you falling. That's funny. Okay, since you spawned there, that means you're not gonna. That means you're not gonna spawn right there. And I don't get a chance to get the armor either because I already passed this point with the armor. So they said, nah, you don't need it. That makes no sense, but I understand at the same time. Climb that ladder so the ghosts will stop spawning. I said stop spawning, not continue. Alright. 8 hits. 8 wonderful hits. I was 1 hit away from beating it. But no, its hitbox is so wide that I had a hard time. Okay. The good thing about these things that fly up and throw that projectile, they always throw the projectile a little bit higher than you. Don't know why they do it a little bit higher than you, but it never hits you as long as you don't jump or climb the ladder. That's one of the few times I actually seen him actually go vertical. Let me say horizontal. You obviously don't want to climb this ladder because that's why I don't ever climb that ladder. Climbing that ladder is basically saying, oh, you think you can beat the skeleton and this thing that spawned it? No, that's why I don't. And if you climb that first ladder that you see, there's nothing up there. Unless there's a point bag up there, there's no point in there. But this game, points don't really matter. Well, that sucks. I love how this game doesn't let me jump whenever I press the jump button sometimes. Alright. Skeletons don't show up until you climb the first ladder, and really, the level just started and you already just said, nah, you don't get a chance. You don't get a second hit. Alright. There was literally nothing I could have did to dodge any of that. Ghost was in the right spot, projectile was in the right spot, the bats were in the right spot. Nothing I could have did. I'm surprised they didn't give you the hit there. All I need you to do now, gang. Oh, come on. Just make sure that the ghosts don't spawn. You're gonna see why the axe sucks. Yeah, you see why it sucks. The fire is better than that. It sucks because you can't shoot another one as soon as you throw one. And as I said, it stole in the art. Alright, be right back. I can't believe I'm saying this, but this weapon is way better than that axe. Also, come to find out, the axe is a weapon that the boss here, or the next boss after this, is immune to it. Imagine having a weapon in a level where the boss is immune to said weapon. Really, gang, you took away the freaking armor when a freaking ghost is not supposed to really spawn there. Okay. Only thing that matters is I don't have that axe. That axe sucks. It sucks. Oh my lord, it sucks. It's the worst game, hands down, in this level game. I don't care. I'm just happy I don't have to deal with that axe no more. As long as I jump over it. You don't even want to know how long it took for me to even get this weapon. They were taking forever to spawn something that will drop a weapon. I had to literally hang up where this ladder is, this up there. I had to hang right there just to wait for a weapon to show up. The only thing that sucks is I can only throw 2 of these at a time. I wish I knew what this weapon was based off of. That way I can tell you what it is. All I know is it's fire. I also know that, oh, of course. Of course. Do not touch that axe. That axe sucks so much. The only thing that sucks about this weapon is you gotta be a little bit close to the enemy just to be able to defeat him. Not completely close, but close enough. But at least it beats using that other weapon. That other weapon sucked so much, I was like, oh no. Okay. No. Go to the left. No, go to the left, not the right, the left. It's funny how my first run was basically the best run you're gonna get in terms of how you could get in terms of weapons, but this has been something else. Okay, are you gonna spawn one in a spot where I'm gonna get hit? Okay, almost did. All right, 2 chances. Let's see how this goes. Of course. Okay. Why did you swoop low? He doesn't usually swoop that low. He usually swoops a little bit low, but not that low. There was no way I was dodging that. And the other thing that sucks about this weapon, even though it's better than that axe, it's way better than that axe. If you throw 2 at a time, if you don't hit a target, well, it lingers. So you have to wait until both fire and the first fire is out before you can actually throw another one. Wait, why did the axe not show up? I'm not complaining, but it didn't show up. I wish you would hug the left side. I wish I knew how y'all RNG worked whenever y'all off screen. Come on. You're doing everything to make sure you stay on the screen. I'm literally on the very far left side, and he turned right. Turns left again. Can I even... Was the weapon glitched? Because I was throwing things and nothing came out. You were even hearing it whenever I was doing something. But was the weapon glitched or bugged or whatever is the right term? I love how I can throw that right there and it still doesn't count. If that axe was a knife or a javelin, sure, but it's not. The good thing about this is, even though you have to be very close, how fast I got rid of that enemy. Alright, you're gonna spawn one right here? Shockingly, no. I'm waiting for it to show up. There it is. Now, where's the next one gonna show up at? Right above me. If that would have gave me a knife, I would have been like, okay. I wouldn't gonna be complaining. I'd be so happy to see it. I'd be like, oh, how I missed you. Oh, how I missed you. Having to be stuck with the axe and having to get a new weapon. I hit him 3 times. 5 now. I got it. Okay. Level 6, we can get a javelin. The thing that sucks is the dragon's immune to the dragon is immune to the yeah, it's immune to the javelin. Well, this is already going. This story starting off well. There was nothing I could have did there. But yeah, the dragon is immune to the javelin, but it's not immune to the shield. But the unicorn's immune to the shield, but not the dragon. So there you go. Like I said, I don't technically have to face this thing. I can literally just climb this ladder and nothing bad would happen. The only issue is I'm using this weapon. I think... Are you weak to this? I barely hit him. I took way less hit, unless I got 2 hits on the first try and then... Funny thing is, it doesn't even matter if I grab that. Okay. Yay. I didn't know that was gonna hit it. That's why. That's exactly what happened there. But yeah, knife is 1, javelin is 2nd, shield is 3rd. At least this can hit everything, but at the same time. Oh yeah, that little arc sucks. Good thing is he can't jump anymore as soon as you get him that low. Did I literally hit you twice with this? Yes, I did. That's why you got down so easily. The only issue is now I'm stuck with this trying to beat this level. And since this thing has a short range, I don't even have to worry about the thing showing up. Oh look, you showed up. That's wonderful. I hit him 3 times. The ideal situation for this is making it there with the first armor, not with the armor that we can get. The first armor, this armor that we are currently holding right now. I could have ducked there, and I would have had the armor if I would have ducked there. But you never know, because of how that unicorn works. And yes, and this level is a lot easier for you to farm for weapons than it is in the previous level. I should know. It's way easier to get weapons here. If I could have threw one more, I would have got rid of the skeleton there, but yeah. Alright, you gonna be nice and back up? Nope. I could show you how I do this with the shield. I'll do that next time. How about that? Unless I beat it now. And also, the skeleton didn't spawn this time. Wow. Okay. How did I beat you? How did I beat it? How did I beat you with this thing? I don't know. Okay, let me get that shield now. And the fact that that skeleton didn't show up either. I'm amazed right now. The skeleton didn't show up where it's not supposed to show up because I don't know why it triggers. I really don't. Does it trigger because you go right or something? Is it a hidden? Is it a hidden enemy? I'll put it past this game to give you hidden enemies. If that darn ghost doesn't spawn there, we had that, but it did. And of course, the ghost spawns in exactly where you spawn. And as I said before, you can't hit him with the shield. You can throw that shield as many times as you want. It can't hit him, but the shield can hit the dragon. The shield goes a certain distance. You can hit every enemy but the unicorn as far as I know. That's fine. I haven't grabbed the shield from before yet, so... Okay. The thing is, there's some things that I can't do with this and I can do with the shield. Just run to the ladder even though you're not gonna make it, considering how he's just running towards you. If he would have ran away like he sometimes do, he would have been fine. Of course. So when as I lost that armor, I was like, I should just go ahead and say this run is over right here. And this one's over too. Yay. But I'm gonna show you proof that the dragon is immune to this. If I can get to the dragon, that'd be nice. That whole entire series of lives, I didn't even get to the dragon. The game don't even know it cheated me whenever it spawned that ghost in, even though they usually don't spawn a ghost that high up. But the one time they decided to do that. But yeah, this can be hit by this javelin, as you can see. But you can't spawn the shield until you go left side, all the way to the left. But the reason why I want the shield is because I like to make that unicorn back up. For some reason, sometimes when I use the shield on him, he backs up. But not this time. This time he wanted to be aggressive and not even give me a chance to do anything. See? What helps is the fact that I'm blocking his projectile. Even though I cannot actually damage him with the shield, I can still block his projectile, which is actually better than you think. Because that projectile usually will be the reason why you take a hit, because you sometimes don't anticipate it showing up. I actually got the good one, and then the skeleton shows up anyway. That's fine as long as we make it past you. Okay. Even if I grab this, I'm okay because of the fact that I haven't grabbed the shield down there yet. Okay. The worst case scenario here is if we die somewhere. Alright. Depending on the goblins, the position can determine everything. Okay. We'll take that. I'm gonna get rid of you now. Alright, we have a chance now. Two of them versus one of us. Just make sure you spawn one in at a time. And now I don't have a chance to take a hit again. I was about to throw another shield, and then I guess I couldn't throw another shield, and that's why I couldn't hit the projectile. But yes, That's how I like to play this if I have just a shield. Shield is literally the third best weapon. But if we're talking in terms of late game, it's probably the best because of the fact that you can block their projectiles, which you couldn't do earlier. Really. I even got a favorable unicorn where it just backs up and leaves me alone. Okay. I'm surprised that it didn't hit me from below, whatever. Look at that. Nothing hit me. Yeah, ain't that fun? Defeats the enemy, but nothing hits me. I wish you were the unicorn that was up last level. Last attempt. Backing up after shooting the projectile, but no, he said, nah, I'm gonna take matters into my own hands and just take care of you personally. Yeah, spawn the ghosts off screen. Don't spawn it near me. Yes, back up, thank you. Okay. Next, we need a lot of things in our favor. It'd be 9 times out of 10, you're gonna lose this armor before you even get past this goblin. But if you don't, like I didn't, let me guess, I'm gonna take a hit? No. But that skeleton spawns in, so. Wow, I still have the armor in reserve down there. Alright, now we just need this goblin to start to the right. Every time we get a situation like this, it never wants to go to the right. And now it does. It takes forever to try to go to the right. Then we get a hidden one. Don't you love when something that's not supposed to spawn spawns in? You cannot anticipate something that's not supposed to spawn. The game said, oh, you're doing too good. Let's take care of that. You're doing too good. Let's take care of that by giving you an enemy you didn't even know was gonna spawn. We lost. Anytime it just bull rushes us and don't back up at all, we lost if you had a shield. Even with the javelin, we lost. Even with a weapon that he can even be hit by, we lost. But if he does that, we always win. If he just backs off. Continue. Alright, now what's next is we have to deal with this goblin. Now you're gonna stay to the left. Yep, you're staying to the left, which means the fact that I did that fast enough. I'm okay with that. Alright. I wish I was in that position where I didn't take a single hit at all and can get this armor, but I took a hit. But that's fine as long as we still have this armor. I love how they got you. There's one of those guys right there for a point back, and points don't matter in this game. So even though it's based off an arcade game, this is not an arcade. Go to the right, do not go to the left. And the axe don't exist, and now we get another attempt at the boss. Okay, let's go. One boss, that's all we get. And we take a hit from the projectile that we shouldn't have took a hit from. Glad I ducked there. Okay, one more. I'm playing this so safe, you just don't know. I was playing that safe. Alright, we can officially beat this game now. I played that so safe. I don't even know how many times you have to hit him, real, in all honesty. Congratulations, this story is a happy end. Thank you. Being the wise and courageous knight that you are, you feel stronger welling in your body. Return to starting point. Challenge again. We are not. We are done. Thank you for watching me suffer through this. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and I hope your October's going well. Take care.